Good evening, and welcome to another exacerbating version of Diatribes from the Voice of Doom. Now here's your erudite and eloquent host, Voice of Doom. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here before God to pay our final respects to what used to be the United States of America, which is now a wasteland covered with malignant bacteria. And to summarize the demise of our beloved country, I will tell you what's happened in the last few days. We're done, okay? There's no point in any more news. There's no point in any more diatribes. We are done. We're going to have to hunker down and get ready for absolute catastrophe, because the stalwart, noble land of the free and home of the brave has turned into the worst of corrupt banana republics that have ever darkened the door of this planet Earth. We are as bad as any society that's ever evolved on this planet. And that's just the way it is. There's been some things happening in the last few days that have caused the deep state, the apparatchiks, the butt-licking hellions that support our current administration to run amok. And it's very obvious to everyone that they want a totalitarian regime. They no longer want the United States of America. That's not going to be happening anymore, so forget about it. I don't have any coherent thoughts to say on this eulogy. I will just freeform and I don't know. We had some hearings where a confidant and partner of the no account son was saying that Petri dish was in on conversations and was calling his son when he was in meetings just to say hi and talk about the weather. Now, anybody that's watched The Godfather knows that these organized criminals do not get up and talk openly about what they want to do or what they're going to do or what their plans are. They insinuate. Now, they want us to believe that this no account son, who is a genius in natural gas, he's a genius in international finance, he's a genius in foreign policy and foreign economics, has to call his daddy every time he has a meeting with everybody. Just like I used to call my dad whenever I was at work or I was at an employee meeting. I'd say, I want to call my dad because he wants to say hi to everybody. Now they would look at me like, what are you doing? And my job would be in jeopardy. But apparently that's what they want us to believe. The corruption's so thick, there's no getting out of it. None. There's no way we can get out of it without blowing everything up to smithereens, which I advocate for. The utter destruction of all the social mores and all the institutions and all the infrastructure of what used to be America. Get rid of it. We're doomed. We have the most corrupt government in the history of the world, and I'm including Nazi Germany, by the way. So there's no sense in pontificating anymore. There's no sense in talking about it. They say whatever they want to say, and the devilish functions, the demons who occupy the media and the justice system and the entire apparatus of the administration and the D's are all banding together to make sure that this country is destroyed. So there's nothing to be done about it. I don't have a coherent one today. I'm just really sick of all of it. Orangey was indicted again for saying that he thought that something happened. So we're not allowed to think anymore. It's obvious. Especially Orangey. Do not allow Orangey to say anything, and if he says anything, we will arrest him. And nobody's batting an eye about it. I mean, yeah, the right-wingers in the media are saying it's all ridiculous, and the smart lawyers are saying there's no foundation of this new indictment that he incited. They didn't even say he incited a riot. They just said he said that there was fraudulency in the election, and that caused a riot. And by him saying that, he was lying. Now we're going to indict a former president or indict a politician for lying. Make much bigger prisons. Make huge prisons, because every politician living today and dead has lied. Now, I don't know what we're going to do about this. I don't see any militias. I don't see any Minutemen. I don't see any patriots batting an eye because they're too busy shooting at Bud Light cans. So, I probably won't be doing many more diatribes in the near future. As you know, I have to give the computer back to Benjamin. And I don't have a whole lot to say anymore. I am absolutely disgusted with what used to be this country. I'm disgusted with the people in it. I'm disgusted with the planet. And I don't see the point in trying to solve anything, because nothing is going to be solved. The only solution is raw, rampant nihilism. Get rid of everything. No electricity. Forget that. No cars. No driving. No work. That's what we have to do, is go back to the basics of sitting around campfires and eating whatever we found on the road, whatever roadkill we can find. I'm not even going to talk about impunity anymore. It's so damn obvious. In every shape, way, and form, we have the most corrupt government in the world. They're persecuting this one guy who is a threat to their establishment. And they're throwing everything at him. And the more they throw at him, the stronger he gets. But it doesn't matter. There's not going to be an election in 24. And if there is one, it will be fraud. Because the D's have learned how to cheat with impunity. And for me to say that they cheat, I guess I'll be jailed next. I guess they'll be coming after me. But I'm small potatoes, so maybe they don't have time for that. But just watching the other side saying, oh, Petri dish loves his son. They have no right to delve into his personal life. He's a drug addict and he's a whoremonger. Now that's their business. What does that have to do with being a foreign agent? What does that have to do with bribery? What does that have to do with extortion? What does it have to do with every crime that you can possibly do? Nothing. The FBI had that laptop since 2019. Nothing's come of it. And you keep bringing up this stupid laptop, Swalwell. What a low worm. I don't want to put down worms, but he's one of the lowest of the low. He's slept with spies before. Nothing happened to him. Why? Because he's part of the team. It wants to destroy what's left, the vestiges, the detritus of what's left of this country. Phone calls. How's the weather? I don't even speak English. Well, talk to the translator. Translator, ask Dostoevsky how the weather is there. I'm really curious. Well, it's kind of cold. It's the middle of winter and it's in Moscow. Okay. Well, how deep is the snow? Come on. People buy it. People are just buying into it. The whole damn country's buying into it. And if they're not buying into it, they're not doing a damn thing about it. There's going to be an impeachment inquiry. Yeah, right. Start uncovering things, why don't you? There's no corroborating evidence. Well, we have the bank records. We need more corroboration. Come on. This country is over. Forget it. Don't fly your flags. And don't tattoo "We the People" on your forehead. Forget that. It's disgusting. It's almost worse than the damn wokesters. Because you're trying to say, yeah, I believe in what used to be America. You're not going to do anything about it. Every person should rise up. There should be a major insurrection. And when I say insurrection, I ain't talking about breaking a few windows. But it's not going to happen, so forget it. Forget this country, forget the population, forget everything that used to be what we called America. Just bag it. I don't have anything to say anymore. We've all seen it. We see the duplicity. We see the two-tiered system of justice, the multi-tiered system of justice. We see no justice. How was the movie, Mr. President? That's what you're going to ask him after all this happened? So forget it. I'm not going to do any more diatribes. I'll wait until the conflagration, and then I'll use smoke signals to do my diatribes. So I didn't say anything today. I'm just pissed. Just don't want to see it anymore. And I won't be seeing it because I'm getting my computer, or I'm sending Benj his computer. So I'll see nothing. So enjoy the rest of it. I'm out of it. I'm gone. And thanks for watching Diatribes. I appreciate you, my fans and my subscribers, and Nick especially for keeping me going, which you have kept me going. If it weren't for your comments, then I would have quit this a long time ago. But I'm saddened and I'm dismayed at the apathy, at the complacency, and the compliance. We will be marching to the abattoir. So I will end this funeral service on a low note. And enjoy what's left of history, because there ain't much. And good night.